Hi, this is Mrs. Anderson for geometry, and we are going to do an additional example number 3 of midpoint problems. So trying to show you every kind of problem we can find. This next one is a little bit different in that we have M as the midpoint of segment AB. We don't know the overall length. We're going to be looking for that. What is the length of AB? Notice again our segment mark is missing. If the length of AM is x plus 8 over 3, and the length of MB is x minus 1 over 2. So, step 1 is always draw the picture. So remember, if you're drawing the picture, you're helping your mind understand what's going on. So I have M, I have A, and I have B. So as I label, and this time I'm going to need a little bit more room because it's a fraction. So underneath here I have x plus 8 over 3. Notice I'm not gapping there. Do not gap between dimension lines. You're saying that there's some other value there, and it's not the case. And I'm looking for AB. Now this is important. This is just a question mark. It is not x. X is already in use down here. That is something we need to figure out after finding x. So we can't put x there, and don't put y because you're creating a system. So because this is the midpoint, I'm going to tell my mind that those are congruent, which means I can now say the length of AM is equal to the length of MB. So x plus 8 over 3 equals x minus 1 over 2. Now, if you remember back from middle school math, we have two fractions, okay? So we can cross multiply when you have a fraction equaling another fraction. Okay, so that's back from algebra and even probably some pre-algebra. So I am going to cross multiply right here. So I write 3 times x minus 1, and I'm going to cross multiply here, and that's going to be 2 times x plus 8. We now have to use our distribution property. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 1 is minus 3. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 8 is plus 16. We need to move the 2x over, so that becomes x. We're moving the 3 this direction. That is 19. All right, so that looks pretty scary looking number in there. So let's now plug it in. The length of AM is 19 plus 8 over 3. 27 over 3 is 9. MB is 19 minus 1 over 2. 18 over 2 is again 9. That's important because now I know I did my work correctly. So that means that the length of AB is equal to 18. And that would be all the correct algebra work to get full credit on my test or quiz. Best of luck!